I was 53 years old, and I was at the gallery one day. I was on the phone with someone, and I coughed. I covered my mouth when I coughed, and I knew something came out that probably shouldn't. And the person on the other line said, "That sounds like it hurt." And I pulled my hand back and opened it up, and it was full of blood. Let me grab something from over here and take a picture of it. What's the matter, baby? Do you need your jacket on? You're so scared, aren't you? You don't like the rain. My name is Nancy Alvey, and I am 72 years old, and I live in Louisville, Kentucky. I was running my own art gallery. I did custom framing, and then I had local artists display their work in the gallery and that.
I was at work, and she called me crying. I guess it's about as close to hysterical as I guess she could get. "You think I ought to go to the doctor?" And I said, "Well, probably."
I went in and they did an x-ray, which you usually don't find lung cancer on an x-ray, but they did. It was kind of a whirlwind from there. You remember taking that?
Yeah, no hair was pretty sexy. People looked at smokers as idiots, you know, they deserve the lung cancer. First thing people say is when you have lung cancer or your wife has cancer, lung cancer, well, did she smoke? And that's the stigma.
Did you got your keys?
Yeah.
I believe that it was squamous cell, just stage 2. And, you know, that meant that it was early enough that they could do the surgery, and we're pretty certain that it would, you know, take care of all of it. So do we want to go around? Having lung cancer, I did feel like it was my fault. And to a certain extent it was, because I was the one that made the choice to smoke.
You gotta remember, we're 72 years old, and I started smoking when I was about around 14, 15, 13, I don't remember. Growing up, Kentucky was the second biggest producer of tobacco products and tobacco in the United States out of 50 states. It's just very addictive, and you know, I mean, you didn't know how much it was addictive until you see people who have gone through the same thing Nancy went, or worse, and they're still smoking.
Yeah, when I was first diagnosed, they didn't have the screening that they do now. Now, you know, they've got the low dose CT scan for lung cancer. It will find early stage lung cancer, where, you know, you never used to be able to do that unless it was a lot further on. And a lot of people are saving their lives by going and getting it done. The people that treated me, they were wonderful. And so I made my mind up that I was going to do something to help raise money. So we did start a group here in Louisville called Lung Cancer Alliance. Sam and I ended up going up on Capitol Hill a couple of times and speaking to the senators.
She was going to try to raise $1 million. I'm sure she raised well more than that. She was the poster child around here of lung cancer. Yeah, the first time I left work, that she had a billboard up right around the corner from where I worked, and I see my wife about 12 feet tall, and kind of like, holy mackerel, and that's not exactly what I said, but
Yeah.
we're just kind of, and you had 2 or 3 billboards,
Yeah, I had some
radio
magazines.
ads.
magazines.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are just afraid of what they might come up against. They figure if they don't confront it, then there's nothing wrong. But that's not the way to do it. If, letting these people know that the sooner that they find it, the better off they're going to be, because more than likely that can be cured if they find it early. Gotcha. I got into photography because of my dad. On my phone now, I can take pictures. I've got like 12,000 pictures on my phone. I didn't think that I was going to have any grandchildren of my own. I do think about all that I would miss, if I was gone. 1, 2, 3. Good catch. I'm so lucky, I'm blessed that I'm still here. That I got to raise my kids, see them get married and have children, give me grandbabies. Yeah, it's been a long road. It's been almost 20 years.